Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're remembering one of Hollywood's most beloved and unforgettable stars, Diane Keaton.
Oh, God, Annie. Well, oh well. La-di-da, la-di-da, la-la.
The world is mourning the loss of the Oscar-winning actress whose charm, wit, and authenticity touched millions. Diane Keaton passed away on October 11th at the age of 79, leaving fans heartbroken and the film industry in shock. What makes her passing even more emotional is how she chose to face her final days. Quietly, privately, and surrounded by only those closest to her. Let's take a look at the touching and heartbreaking details of Diane Keaton's final moments, her health battles, and the way she lived her last days true to who she always was: independent, graceful, and unapologetically herself. When news of Diane's death broke, the reaction was immediate and overwhelming. Tributes poured in from across Hollywood. Actors, directors, and fans who had grown up watching her in films like Annie Hall, Something's Gotta Give, and The Godfather.
Something that's unholy and evil. I didn't want your son, Michael.
Her family released a short statement requesting privacy, but offered no further details about the cause of death. And for someone as open and expressive as Diane, that silence spoke volumes. According to reports from Radar Online, one of her close friends described the loss as sudden and heartbreaking. They shared, "It was so unexpected, especially for someone with such strength and spirit." Even those who had known her for decades were unaware of what she was going through. An insider revealed that in her final months, Diane was surrounded only by her immediate family, choosing to keep her health struggles entirely private. They wanted peace, the source said. Even her longtime friends didn't know the full extent of her illness. To her neighbors in Brentwood, California, Diane was more than a celebrity. She was the friendly woman who walked her dog every morning, always dressed in her signature hat, oversized glasses, and that effortless Keaton flair. One neighbor recalled, "She was so warm and funny. She talked to her dog like he was her best friend. There was something so real about her. She never acted like a star." But beneath that light-hearted charm, Diane had been quietly battling health issues for years. She was open about some of them, like her long fight with skin cancer, which she first faced at just 21 years old. In an interview with the Los Angeles Times, she once said, "It runs in my family. My aunt had it so bad they had to remove her nose. My father had it. My brother had it. You've got to wear sunscreen. I didn't start until my 40s, and I regret that." Later in life, she faced squamous cell carcinoma, a more aggressive form of skin cancer that required 2 surgeries. Still, she continued to work, write, and create. She refused to let illness define her or slow her down. But physical illness wasn't her only challenge. Diane had also been open about her decades-long struggle with bulimia, an eating disorder that began in her 20s when she was told to lose weight for a Broadway role. In a candid interview, she admitted, "It consumed my life. I'd binge on fried chicken, fries, candy, cakes, everything. Then I'd purge. I was sick and in denial." It wasn't until a friend pointed out that she might need help that Diane finally sought therapy, 5 times a week, to break free from the cycle. She later said that those therapy sessions changed her life. "I'll always be an addict in recovery," she told Dr. Oz, "but I learned to love myself again." Her honesty about her struggles, her imperfections, and her healing journey inspired countless people, proving that strength isn't about hiding pain, but growing through it. In her final months, Diane had been noticeably quieter. Friends described her as peaceful, reflective, and focused on simple joys. Oscar-winning songwriter Carol Bayer Sager, one of Diane's closest friends, shared heartbreaking details about their last meeting. "I saw her 2 or 3 weeks ago," Sager told people. "She was very thin. She had lost a lot of weight. It was clear something was wrong, but she didn't want to talk about it." Sager explained that after briefly moving to Palm Springs following the wildfires, Diane had recently returned to Los Angeles. "When she came back, I was stunned. But even then, she smiled, made jokes, and kept talking about her new creative projects." Even as her health declined, Diane's love for art and storytelling never faded. She was still writing, taking photographs, and sketching designs for her next book. Her friend said, "She could light up a room. Her creativity never stopped. She was always dreaming up something new." Her final project, a holiday single titled "First Christmas," became a labor of love. She recorded it with Sager, who revealed that Diane was so proud and excited about it. She talked about it like a kid, She said it made her feel alive. To the world, Diane Keaton will always be remembered as more than just an actress. She was a pioneer, a woman who embraced her quirks, celebrated imperfection, and made everyone around her feel like it was okay to be different. From her Oscar-winning performance in Annie Hall to her scene-stealing roles in Father of the Bride and Something's Gotta Give, Diane gave us characters that were real, funny, flawed, and full of life. Off-screen, she was equally inspiring. Whether it was through her books about aging and self-acceptance or her advocacy for architecture, photography, and design, she proved that creativity has no limits. Her death may have been sudden and private, but her legacy will live on in every laugh she gave us, every quote she left behind, and every person who learned from her to love themselves just a little more. Diane Keaton's final days were spent in peace, with family, doing what she loved, finding beauty in the smallest things. Rest in peace, Diane Keaton, a true original who taught the world that being yourself is the most powerful thing you can ever be. Thanks for tuning in. If Diane Keaton ever inspired you, through her performances, her humor, or her courage, share your favorite memory of her in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay with us for more heartfelt stories and tributes from Hollywood's brightest stars.
I'm gonna look around, see what else I can